from a couple of your fans from Twitter, and they just have some questions that they wanted to ask. So the first question is from Asset Connection. What is the best treatment for acne? He's 21 and he's from New York City. What would be any advice you have?
The advice is he should lay off of anything that is fat, number one. Anything that contains any lactic acid. Because these things tends to obstruct the derma of the skin. Then he could also use the salve that we have to offer. But one of the things that he have to do, which is very good, as you know, we have a new product known as the Banju. He could purchase the Banju for his energy and the cleansing of his blood. He could lay off of the lactose, and then he have a salve. And you'd see that in a few hours, the result would be one that he would be very much satisfied with.
Okay. So we also have one from DS Lightbringer. Since the body needs minerals to sustain itself, does one have to worry about amino acids?
In fact, just listen carefully. Amino acids. The body has no use for acids. The body is an alkali body. It should be on the alkali side. Although we are always, most of us are 6 or 6.9, slightly on 7, some of us. Acidity has no place in our biology. So when the question is asked, if our body needs minerals, yes, our body needs minerals. But the minerals that we have to use has to be pre-digested by a plant. You cannot go and buy a mineral and drink it, meaning an oxide. Example, let me explain the difference with an oxide and a phosphate. Iron is found in 2 forms, and that applies to every other mineral, and they are 102. So we're going to use iron as one. So the child is anemic. He needs iron. Or leukemia, like the little girl in Honduras named Alcida. She was brought to us in coma. She needed iron. But we cannot give her a piece of iron, steel. We cannot give her iron that is oxide. Why? That is known as ferrous sulfate. The body cannot assimilate that. But if you get a plant or plants and make a compound that expresses iron, you find that the plants, through the process of iontrophoresis, they have converted the iron from the soil into a liquid digestible substance. This I learned from Schutz, Edward Schutz. Plants has to assimilate, they have to digest, they have to do the conversion. Then when you take it, it is easy for you. It's electrical. That is the difference with an oxide and a phosphate. One is alive and the other is dead. So yes, in taking a mineral, we have to make sure that the mineral that you are taking is one that is alive. A phosphate instead of an oxide.
Okay. And also, the same person, DS Lightbringer, also, what do you think is the best moisturizer for the skin? My family currently uses coconut oil. What do you think?
What do I think of coconut oil being a moisturizer? I would not recommend coconut oil for the skin, because coconut oil is highly saturated. The only way that I may consider coconut oil if it is cold pressed. The way that it is processed in Thailand, yes, I would agree. It could be used. Because it is a natural fruit. But you have to know how to process it to get the benefits from it.
Okay. So we have this another young man. His name is Larry's 119. He wants to know. He wants to purchase your products, but you know his finances are kind of not, I guess, where he expected for them to be, and he wants to know how can it be more affordable for him or people that cannot afford it.
You know, when Dr. Sebi decided that he would completely deliver himself to this entity of healing, Dr. Sebi knew that he would have to make this product affordable. Affordable is the word. We, black people especially, we are not the group that has a lot of finance. So I told this barber named Timothy Codman, and he was from Miami, living in New Orleans. I said, one day I'm going to produce a product that's going to cost $80 and it's going to heal everything. But I tell you what, since 1962 until now, we have a product known as the Viento, and we have another product known as the Green Food Plus. We have another product known as the Banju. All of these products only cost $50. And what people have said about these products, doing for them, we are totally satisfied with their performance, or not performance so much as their giving, as their utility, as how complementary they are. So when the young man said that his finance is not up to par, well, could he spend $50? I know he can. And with $50, he could see a lot of good things.
Okay. Well, I think we're done, and you've answered every question that so far everybody has asked.
But that is good, because one of the questions that I hope that should be asked, and I will leave the audience with this one. What compels us to turn away from the mandate of God when it states that the herbs are for healing? What was done to us that we failed to carry that in our lives and do that? We want to leave with that one. There will be tape 2.
Tape 2.
Thank you so very much, and we do appreciate you, and we love you.